You smell that? It's, I was going to say spring. I'm lost with what day it is. This is break, test, out, out. Take this out, take this out. You smell that? It's fall. It's the outdoors. And this is grass. Make sure you touch grass. But I'm out here getting fresh air before the gameplay reveal today. Oh, actually, I don't know if it's gameplay reveal. I really don't know what's happening. This is my reaction before my reaction of Halo Studios showing us whatever the project they've been working on, or projects. I'm not really sure if it's multiple projects or one project, but last Worlds we saw them reveal Unreal Engine, Halo Studios, 343 changed their name to Halo Studios, all these changes. Since then, Infinite has had a lot of updates in terms of operations and this and that. You know, they've been consistently working on bringing things into Infinite and, you know, keeping it going. Infinite has been, not the game I expected it to be. There's been a lot of hardship, but we don't need to go into those details. What I want to talk about today is, this is my initial thoughts before kind of showing you my reaction, because I'll be streaming it. But I've been seeing a lot of videos of people, and they have a lot of hope and copium, and I hope they're all correct. My only thoughts are, today they're going to showcase in HCS, at HCS, they're going to showcase a Halo CE remake, and that's it. That's just what I think. I don't really anticipate anything much more than that, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Anyways, I'm excited to see what goes on. Oh, a butterfly. That's beautiful. Squirrel. I'm really excited to see. I'm kind of excited though. You know, the hype is starting to set in, and you know, we're getting closer to the time. It's current. Did I say the time? It's currently 12:34, and for me, the announcement is at 3 p.m. So I really hope it's everything. I'm ready. Halo needs a win, and they need to nail this. So we'll know by the end of this video if they nailed it, or we cry. Anyways, Future J, please show us what Halo Studios has been working on. Roll the clip.
All right, here we are. You saw the coffee intro. Yes, beautiful coffee. The clapboard, and I am Director J here. And we're talking about the Halo campaign evolved. Yes, that's right. Halo CE remake coming to you in 2026. Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. How exciting. Actually, that's really good. The more the merrier. The more players we get playing Halo, the better. So I think that's great. There's a lot of things going through my mind about this reveal. Now, it's still Saturday, so I'm making this before the weekend is over. So if there's any other announcements right now in this moment, I'm not sure, because I think there might be some more later. I don't know. I'm having some like copium that there's multiplayer announced, because I really think that what's really interesting is revealing a campaign to an entire room. Not everybody, but most people are there for competitive Halo. For HCS, that's what this is about. It's worlds. Pros are battling against each other to win the last hurrah for Halo Infinite. And it's been a journey. HCS has been so much fun to me with Infinite. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching it. And honestly, I am so excited for the next wave of whatever is HCS. And that's what I'm really wanted to see this weekend. I wanted to see a multiplayer announced. I'm not sure that's going to happen or when that's going to happen. And if it does, again, hopium copium, if it does happen within this weekend, then what I'm saying doesn't make sense because, yeah, so I'm just like spewing my thoughts before the end of Worlds. So who knows what's in store for us? I hope. Either way, let's say there is no multiplayer announced this weekend at Worlds for that matter. But my initial feelings right now is I kind of understand. We kind of got to go back to go forward. I think that Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3 is such good games with an amazing story. We all have fell in love with Halo through those 3 games. And going back, I kind of understand. I understand what's the thought process of that. And I have to say, I'm excited. I love a good campaign, especially a Halo campaign. Now, if you're somebody who you do not really care for playing the campaign, I understand your frustration and why you might be upset with this gameplay or this reveal. And that's totally understandable because to me, Halo is not just a campaign, but it's multiplayer too. And I do think that the two should be, what I'm trying to say is, if multiplayer is separate from the campaigns and that's how it's going to be, whatever. As long as they have a multiplayer in the works, I'm okay. And if this is the way we're going in progressing, then so be it. I will say, overall, the game looks beautiful. I wish I could have played it, but if you went to Worlds, which is really cool, people got to experience it and play the Silent Cartographer, a little bit of that mission. So I actually don't know how much people are able to play from it. I'm not there, but it looks awesome. And there's so many people on Twitter and YouTube kind of like showcasing what it looks like. And I'm really excited to play it when it comes out. Now to kind of like deep dive a little more about what to expect, which I haven't read yet. So let's read that together. All right, so we're here on Halo Waypoint, introducing Halo Campaign Evolved. So look at this. I love the artwork of all of this. Everything is just beautiful to me. I think it looks fantastic. I already have it wishlist for me on Steam because I'm a PC player. It's kind of crazy to see Xbox and PlayStation together. I'm all for it. Look at this. This is just fantastic looking. So going down here, this is the part I haven't seen or read. So Halo Campaign Evolve expands the Master Chief's original adventure. Expands. That's a key word right there. So they're going to be adding a little more. New missions, enhanced cinematics, more weapons, vehicle improvements, and more skulls than ever. Now, that excites me because if this is what we're getting, and let's say their multiplayer they're working on is going to come out a little later or whenever it does, my goal when this game comes out is to play this on Legendary. And from what they said it was going to be very, very difficult. And that really excites me, especially for you speedrunners out there. That's exciting. Imagine, I think it would be so cool to see who's the first person to complete the lasso of this. That's going to be pretty exciting. It ain't going to be me because I can't, I'm not the best at, you should have seen my Halo 2 Legendary run. All right, new missions. Fight beside Sergeant Avery Johnson, one of Master Chief's most beloved and stalwart allies, as you encounter new characters, enemies, environments, and dangers in 3 new missions set before the events of Halo Combat Evolved. What could that mean? We're fighting beside Sergeant Johnson. Yas. So that's exciting. Having Johnson by our side in 3 new missions, I'm for it. That's exciting. All right, moving on. Stunning cinematics. Battle through all of Halo Combat Evolved's iconic moments with enhanced cinematics featuring new motion capture animations and freshly recorded dialogue from returning cast members. That's exciting. All right, enhanced audio. Immerse yourself in heroic exploits with a remastered soundtrack and fully rebuilt sound design that brings Halo's unmistakable weapons and vehicles to life in stunning fidelity. Just listen to those glorious hunters shoot. The hunters look gross. I saw some videos of like the hunter's little wormy things and it looks gross. If you like that kind of stuff, you're gonna love this. It looks incredible. All right, expanded arsenal. This is interesting. Wield 9 additional weapons from the Halo universe. I have no idea what weapons that could be, but to tie it into Halo CE is going to be interesting, and I'm very, very curious to see how they do it and which missions they will be in. So it's going to be for the first time in Halo Combat Evolved, battle the Covenant with the energy sword, battle rifle, needle rifle, and more instantly recognizable Halo weapons, alongside tried and true standbys from the Master Chief's first journey. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Vehicle upgrades. For the first time in Halo Combat Evolved, the Master Chief can hijack nearby enemy vehicles, so you can hijack the Wraith and add range to his repertoire at the helm of the Wraith tank. Did I say that right? Better still, the dependable Warthog now boasts an additional seat on the rear bumper, so your whole 4-player fire team can ride together. That's actually cool. So from what I do know, there's going to be split screen, so you can play that on split screen with your friends on console. But online, you can play this with 4 people. We weren't able to do that before. It was always just you and your friend, and that's it, or whatever. So four people can now play this. That's exciting. Dozens of skulls. Return to any mission in Halo Campaign Evolved and remix your experience with the most gameplay modifying skulls of any Halo campaign. That's exciting. Activate skulls for randomized weapons, altered enemy behavior, player attributes, environmental effects, and more. Sign me up. Listen, I get it. I think if you're somebody who you really, really, really wanted a multiplayer, I can understand how you're not as interested in this. But if you're a campaign lover and you love Halo campaigns, I think you're going to really love this game. So going back to what I was talking about, the split screen and playing with friends, play together wherever. All right. Everyone's invited to this mission. For the first time in Halo history, Halo Campaign Evolve allows players to seamlessly squad up with friends playing on PC, Xbox, Series X, S, and PlayStation 5 in both online and networked co-op for up to 4 players. Like I said, we have never been able to play Halo CE with up to 4 players. That's so exciting. I know who I'm asking to play on Legendary. Yeah, it might take a while for us, but that's what I want. I want to kind of take my time playing the game in Legendary and try to accomplish everything, maximize the skulls. So as I was saying earlier, console versions will support 2-player split screen for a fully immersive nostalgic factor. Yes, that is something Infinite lacked when it came out, so that is a good thing. Going forward, they better keep the split screen. Conquer all 13 campaign missions with a friend from classic confines of your favorite couch, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, W. That's a W. So kind of right here is like you can kind of see what they wanted from this. It says whether you're discovering Halo for the first time, they want people to discover Halo, especially PlayStation players and people who've never played Halo before. They want to have them experience it from the beginning. I think that's what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to they're not trying to redefine Halo. I just think they want to go back to the beginning with what worked and make it better. So make it better for the people and the future players. I really think that that's a great step forward. Now, with that being said, as I said before, we still need to have some kind of idea about the multiplayer, and they need to talk about that ASAP, because I think that's really important. As important as a campaign is, we the people need a game. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I still play Infinite all the time. It's fun. I like jumping in and playing it, and you know, after you beat a campaign, which you usually do within like a day or a week, it depends how fast you can play it. I know when Halo 4 came out, I played that campaign in a whole day. So it's like, you know, you get the game, you're like, nah, and you just like go at it, you know? Nah, I don't know what that was about, but usually when campaigns come out or a game comes out, Come on. We sit down and we're like, this day I'm going to play this. This is the day I took off of work. This is my weekend. I'm going to play this campaign all the way through. You know what I'm talking about. So after the campaign is done, we need a multiplayer, So I really hope something is in the works. That's how I feel. So the more I'm looking at this, the more I think of the possibilities. There's so much possibilities. So if they're making a Halo campaign evolved, the real question is, are they going to continue? Are they going to make a Halo 2? Imagine being the Arbiter again in enhanced gameplay. Are they going to add to Halo 2 and add more missions just like they did in this? And then are we going to finally get a lot of yours beloved Halo 3? A lot of people want a Halo 3 remake. I know a lot of people want that. So maybe you're going to get that in a little bit. It's just a little bit of a waiting game. Now it says here, we can't wait to share more information with you next year. Next year. So when are we going to hear more about this next year? Man, I want to know now. Stay tuned on Halo Waypoint for updates, blah, 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 blah. So sometime in 2026, I'm assuming, and it's not good to assume, but I'm going to assume that the game is going to come out in November 2026. Thoughts? When do you think that? I mean, I think it's coming out in 2026 in November. So I'll see you all in November. So my overall thought is, if you are a campaign lover and you love Halo campaigns, you're going to love this. I think you're going to really enjoy this. I think I will really enjoy it. I think it's going to be fun to play on Legendary, to put on the skulls you want, to experience some new missions along with Sergeant Johnson. I just feel that if you are a multiplayer person, I can understand your frustrations. And I think you should just be patient. I think they're working on something and it's only a matter of time. So another thought that went into my mind with this Halo CE remake and trying to get new players is paving the path for new players in a younger generation. Now, with that being said, I asked my brother what he thinks. He's a lot younger than me, and he said, it's definitely intriguing. Making the game seems inherently challenging. If they make it too similar, it begs the question, why make it at all? If it departs too much, then it's unfaithful. That's true. I think they're having a hard time balancing these. The level of geometry is the same, which I thought was surprising. In a way, that's good. But I am not that interested in replaying the same levels with the same story. I'm most interested in CE's core gameplay, which I think is the strongest in the series. But if there's no multiplayer, I think it's kind of a waste of time to go through all that effort to make the same thing all over again. Man, he took the words right out of my mouth. That is exactly what I was thinking yesterday when I first saw the initial reveal. And that is why I don't want to share my reveal, because I was really kind of upset. And I'm trying to be optimistic and positive about all this. It's just, I had to sleep on it. And overall, I think there is potential to this. And with what I said earlier, I do understand why they're kind of going back to the beginning, because they need to go back to what worked and enhance it and hope that Halo is still alive and well for the future. And with that, I think there's a lot of potential. It's just, will they nail it? That's the question. Another thing I thought about was, why not start at Halo Reach? They should have, imagine starting the story with Halo Reach and then moving forward. If they wanted to really dive into the very, very beginning, how cool would it have been to just restart from Reach and then work your way down to all the other games? But then again, we're in this timeline where everything's a remake, a remaster between movies, games. It's like no one can make a new story. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm going to be positive. I'm excited to try it. I'm curious. I'm intrigued to see where they're going to go with this. With that being said, a multiplayer needs to come out. At the end of the day, I'm excited to make content on this next wave of Halo. So buckle up. We're going for a ride. Anyways, I think we're just getting started all over again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will be streaming more this weekend with drops. More to come. And I hope you guys are excited. We're in this together, and more to come. Anyways, I appreciate you for being here. Please like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Anyways, Jay out.